Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be drawing another clown. Just like we did yesterday, but this one's in a different position and slightly dusty. Just wipe that right into the carpet. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. I think we're just going to draw him like this. This time I'll actually... I don't think I showed this. This is what it looks like. Here's the little clown. Put the light back and put him in the pose that I'm going to draw him in. And, okay, maybe we'll start drawing in a year or two. Alright. Now, that's going to fall. I don't know if you can see the statue, but probably not. It's going to fall. I mean, it's literally just going to tip over, but... Alright, start with a torso. That is too wide of a torso. He is a very skinny clown, and we want to draw him skinny. Now his legs. He's kind of leaning back, like on his heels. I do that a lot, actually. So, we'll make sure to follow that line. Okay, we're gonna just place him there, because he keeps, like, moving. Because I'm moving the sketchbook, and I balanced him on the sketchbook. Alright, so he's looking at us. We have him looking at us. This one's got a hat on, which I actually like. I didn't like that the other one didn't have a hat on. I drew another clown yesterday. He's looking at us. We don't have to worry about any perspective. His nose is right here. He's got no ears, which I also realized I've been drawing ears wrong anyways. I've been putting the guidelines in the incorrect places because I didn't know until yesterday. Because I just never paid attention. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I just thought that it was, and then I learned yesterday after, like, looking it up and stuff, and I was like, oh, I've been doing this wrong. Because I did just guess. I started teaching myself how to draw, like, the facial features. I was like, I don't need to look it up. And I did it wrong. But we don't have to worry about any of that, because, well, he doesn't have those features. I'm not supposed to be holding this. Last time I was holding it, and I kept changing the perspective. This time I am holding it, but that's kind of just because I'm holding it in place. I'm not actually holding it, like, just with my hand, which is what we want to avoid, because of that we moved it around a lot last time. And I drew lots of parts at different perspectives. That's a kind of shitty hat. It's not exactly like his hat, but it's fine. We can fix it later. I don't even know why I'm, like, just doing just his head before any of the rest of his body, because, like, I might have needed to move his head, but, like, at this point I've already put this much work into it. It's like, well, now I don't want to move his head if I have to. I will, but I don't want to. Oh, it's staying up. Why is it staying up now, but it wasn't staying up earlier? I might have just, like, dug it into the carpet a little bit. Alright, now I'll put a collar around him. He's facing this way slightly. He's got more of a shirt that I can actually freaking see. The clown yesterday was kind of weirdly built. Like, the statue didn't have a lot of definition in between, like, what was what. Now this one still doesn't have a ton of definition, but this one has much more than the other one. Alright. Which, yet again, I'm not drawing the fucking legs beforehand. It's gonna be like whatever it's gonna be like. Because them's some big pants. I can just come up with something. Alright. Now he does... Alright, I'm trying to think about how to actually do this. Because I gotta think about how these things actually work. Because if I just draw these things exactly like how they are, it's not gonna look 100% correct. Like that doesn't look right. But that's how it is. I need to come up with something. I need some type of bow tie or like tie right here, but I'm not entirely sure how. So we'll just come up with something later. Will we really? No. But if I say we'll do it later, then it'll seem like I might do it later. And then I don't have to do it now, and then we'll just end up keeping it the same later. And in the end, I didn't have to do anything. Alright, yeah, sure, that's fine. That is something we can fix later. We'll just fix it like when we're not doing the sketch. There's parts like covering it, that's why I'm not really worried about it. Too. Alright. Although, I feel like a lot of the times I end up putting the most detail in a part that ends up getting erased or covered. I feel like I do that a lot. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like that, probably. I think it's mostly just because if you spent a decent amount of time on something and then you gotta erase it, you're like, but I spent so much time on it. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes I'll have spent so much time on something that I'll just be like, well, guess I'm gonna change the whole drawing to keep that how it is. Because I don't want to have to redraw whatever I spent so much time on. Because typically, the things that I want to draw end up being done much quicker. Like the little bits that I want to draw end up taking not that much time at all. Alright, I have no idea how to draw whatever fucking instrument this is. A cello? I don't know what a cello is. I have no clue how to draw this because I don't know what instrument this is. Maybe it's a violin. It kind of looks like a violin, but he doesn't have one of the sticks. He doesn't have the little violin stick. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a violin, maybe it's not. I've seen violins before. I had a music class once, and I didn't play the violin. Some people did, though. I didn't play any instruments. Did we even play instruments? I don't think we ever actually even played instruments in our music class. We learned about music and, like, old dead people who played music and were important. But I don't think we ever played instruments. No, we did once. We played instruments once. Because it was, you got to try out instruments and you could join the band if you liked some of the instruments. You could try joining band. But, that wasn't even for band, though. Mariachi, that's what it was. You could join mariachi if you wanted to. But I didn't. I didn't join band either. I don't like playing instruments very much. I very much like music, but I am way too lazy to learn an instrument. That is like way too much freaking work, dude. Alright. Although I do have to learn guitar just to spite a friend. I have to learn it incredibly quickly, and I need to learn how to play the Ninjago theme song in under an hour. Because, like I said, to spite a friend, I said I could do it. I was totally just joking around. But then we made a bet, and now I have to do it. Alright. I was just joking around with him because he was saying that piano is like way harder than guitar, and I was disagreeing with him because piano is the literal only instrument I've ever played and like learned. Does piano even count as an instrument? I think it does. It's just so big it doesn't seem the same. We were just having an argument. Not even a real argument, we were just fucking around, but then I was like, I bet I could learn guitar. So now I have to. Alright. But that's fun. If I were to pick any instrument to learn, I would definitely pick guitar, though, because I actually do like guitar and would like to learn guitar. But like I said, that's a lot of work. Learning instruments. If you can play an instrument, props to you. Why are we talking about instruments? I don't even remember. Oh, because I drew one. I wonder why. Maybe look at what you're drawing around right now. You're literally drawing around a freaking violin. I remembered what it was called. His hand's a little janky, but like, it's fine. A little janky, but you know, he's fine. Everybody's a little janky. He's a little janky. Alright. Yep, sure, that's fine. Now, I don't like how he has his other hand right here. He has his hand literally on his shoulder. Who the f holds their hand right there? Put your hand on your shoulder. Like, up to your shoulder like this. That is annoying. This is an annoying pose to hold. Alright. But, you know, that's how his hand is, so that's how we have to draw his hand. Alright. Now I'm trying to make their hands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to make their hands like as long fingered as possible because that's how they are. They have extremely long fingers. So I'm trying to keep that. And I think I'm doing a decent job, but I don't know how this hand's gonna turn out. Because of, well, I don't know. I don't really have a reason. It's not that hard of a perspective. I just feel like this one's going to be harder. I was drawing some hands yesterday and I did, like, horribly. Like, compared to what I used to be able to do, I really lost a lot of my being able to draw hands. I think it's because I just kind of stopped practicing them. That fell again. Dang it, now it's at a different perspective. That's fine. His hand changed sizes. Because I drew the fingers at different sizes. Honestly, whatever. It's not bad, so we'll fix that finger because that one was a little iffy, but there we go. That's fine. Now, it does have a sleeve. I don't know how the fuck to draw this. Like, it's gonna be what it is. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Alright, honestly, this doesn't look bad. I think this one's actually easier than the other one was. I could have done this one first then. I just assumed it was going to be harder. I don't really know why. Or maybe I'm better than I was yesterday. No, that's not how it works. You don't get, like, insanely better in one day. Except for that one time that I randomly got insanely better, like, between 2 days. But that was because I had an amazing realization that if I think about the drawing for a second, if I think about it, I can see where I need to put the lines. And then I can follow those. Instead of just seeing it in my head, I can, like, see it on the fucking paper. And I was like, oh, you can just fucking do that. Don't just do it blind. But then I still tune everything out, like, all the time. So I barely do that, though. Which is why typically my drawings end up looking much better in my other sketchbook that I draw in while not recording. Because that one, I just focus on drawing when I'm doing that one. Alright. And make sure to just focus on just drawing. But that's mainly because that one is supposed to be the practice sketchbook. I do other things to practice in, though, because it's just the sketchbook that's easy to grab. It's, like, right next to me all the time. It just sits on my bed. Well, it sits on this thing that's on my bed, but that's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Alright, he's gonna have short legs just like the other guy, but that's fine. I don't care. I think that I'm gonna give all of them short legs. Actually, they do kind of have short legs. Nah, not as short as I'm making them. But there is one clown left after this one. You do not get to see that clown, though. I mean, if you check my posts on YouTube or join the Discord, I'm sure I will put it in there, but I will not be making a video on that one. I'm going to try and draw that one as closely as possible. Alright, and it should be easier to do when I'm not recording, you know? You might not. If I had somewhere else I could put this camera, if I could like attach this camera to my eyes, this would make it way easier. Because then I could have this angled and I'm not drawing at a weird perspective. Because currently I am, so perspective drawings are really hard to do while recording. So I typically stay away from them as much as I can. But I really shouldn't. I should just do it even though it's difficult, because I just need perspective with, or practice with perspective, even if it's difficult practice. Alright. So, how does he have his foot? His heel's like back here. Alright. There we go. His shoes are sharp. I'm not gonna make these sharp because what kind of clown has sharp shoes? Like, come on. Clowns have giant, big, fluffy shoes. They don't have sharp shoes. Also, I don't think these are meant to be one piece, but like, they genuinely look like they're all together. I think that's just like limitations of the, you know, carving it. This is made out of fucking stone. I don't think I'd be able to carve the separation between the fucking legs. Granted, I don't think I'd be able to carve any of this, because I've never done that. It'd be kind of cool to do that one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll try carving some stones or something. I don't know. If I do, I'll record it. Alright. There we go. That's kind of like what it looks like. Let's go ahead and... I'm looking at this straight ahead. We're going to put it a little bit that way. Because I can't tell that it's a shoe. Like, I hear an owl outside. Do you think he wants to be friends? Do you think I can tame Mr. Owl? I don't. I could probably tame all the crows outside, though, but they, like, barely come near our house anymore. I don't know why. We used to have crows, like, come all, like, always, like, in our yard, but now they're, like, never there. Which is weird, because now we, like, never go outside. We used to be outside, like, all the time. Yeah, sure, that's fine. That's not perfect, but it's fine. Okay, I guess we're just on to the final bit. So yeah, we're gonna cut to time lapse, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side. On the other side, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, that took 19 minutes. I'm making good time. Alrighty, I'm done. I really like this one. I think I did a pretty good job at making it pretty accurate to the clown. I didn't follow the hair exactly. I kind of just improvised that hair. It's mostly similar, but I tried to copy the hat to the best I could, but it's a little off. The face is also a little off. I was trying to make his eyes just like they were in here, but I couldn't get them to look right open, so I just closed his eyes. But overall, I do really like this drawing. Yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe.